This is a big one. The Chi has always been about generational cycles, poverty, violence, trauma, and what it takes to break free. Episode 9 could be a turning point for characters trying to escape the life they were born into. Asterisk, whether it's Emmett trying to build a safer future, or Papa searching for deeper meaning, this episode might show us who's strong enough to break the chain, and who might be too far gone. Because in the Chi, the past doesn't stay buried, and if you don't face it, it just repeats. Asterisk, these are the themes that will likely carry the emotional weight of episode 9. And if the writing stays as sharp as it's been, we're not just going to see drama, we're going to feel it deeply. This next episode isn't just about plot twists, it's about growth, pressure, choices, and what it means to truly fight for your life, your love, and your future. Asterisk, now that we've covered the story and the deeper themes, it's time for the juicy part, the fan theories, the behind-the-scenes whispers, and all the speculations swirling around episode 9. Let's break down what people are talking about online, and what might actually happen next on the Chi. Asterisk, this theory is everywhere right now, that Emmett is going to flip on Douda. Fans are pointing out how the pressure has been building for too long, and episode 9 could be when Emmett finally reaches his limit. Asterisk, some believe he might secretly work with Victor or someone in law enforcement to take Douda down. Others think he might record Douda during a conversation and leak it. Either way, the streets are watching Emmett closely, and if he makes one wrong move, it could cost him everything. But people also believe he's smart enough now to move in silence. If Emmett acts, it's going to be quick, quiet, and deadly serious. Asterisk, this one hurts, but it's a real possibility. After everything Kiesha's been through, she may not be able to keep protecting Emmett from himself. Fans noticed how distant she seemed in episode 8, not just physically, but emotionally. There's a theory going around that she's already made up her mind, and she's just waiting for the right moment to walk away. Asterisk, some think she's doing it for the baby's safety. Others believe she's realizing she can't build a peaceful future while Emmett keeps dragging her into danger. Episode 9 could show us a side of Kiesha we haven't fully seen before, strong, independent, and ready to move on if she has to. Asterisk, here's the theory, catching fire right now. Douda's enemies are planning to take him out for good. Online fans are dissecting scenes, background characters, and small details from episode 8. There's speculation that someone close to him, maybe even one of his own people, is working behind his back. Asterisk, a few sharp-eyed viewers noticed how Rashad was watching Douda during that tense meeting, not with fear, but with something else. Distrust, even ambition. There's talk that Douda might get set up in episode 9, possibly even ambushed. And while Douda survived worse before, this time it feels like the wolves are really closing in. Asterisk, Papa's story is hitting fans hard. A lot of people online are talking about how he represents the moral core of the show, or at least he used to, but now, he's crumbling. Some believe episode 9 might be when Papa fully turns away from his faith, maybe even spirals into a dark place. Asterisk, others are more hopeful. There's a beautiful theory floating around that Papa will actually have a breakthrough, maybe find a new way to lead, maybe become a mentor or spiritual guide in the community. Either way, episode 9 could give him the spotlight in a surprising and emotional way. Asterisk, one theory that's picking up steam. Tiff might not be as innocent or laid back as she seems. Some fans believe she's playing both sides, especially when it comes to Rob and the whole business situation. Her cool attitude could be a mask, and in episode 9, we might finally see what she's really been up to. Asterisk, could she betray someone? Has she been feeding Douda information? Or is she planning something bigger? A few fans think Tiff could end up being one of the most powerful players in the game if she makes the right move. Episode 9 might be her moment to shine, or stir up chaos. Asterisk, episode 9 is surrounded by tension, mystery, and possibility. Whether you believe someone's going to die, someone's going to leave, or someone's going to rise, one thing is clear. This episode is going to shake the story to its core. Asterisk. Now it's your turn. What do you think is going to happen? In episode 9, do you think Douda is getting taken out? Is Emmett going to finally make a move? Could Kiesha really leave him? Asterisk, drop your wildest theories in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you don't miss the full episode 9 breakdown once it drops. Because if the predictions are right, this might be the Kai's most unforgettable episode yet. Asterisk, everything we've seen so far in the Chi Season 7 has led us to this point. Episode 9 is about to test every character and test every fan's expectations. Loyalties will be broken, secrets will be exposed, and someone's world is definitely going to collapse. Whether it's Emmett stepping into danger, Douda losing his grip on power, or Kiesha making a heartbreaking decision, this next episode could change the game for good. Asterisk, but here's what makes The Chi different from any other show out there. It's not just about drama. It's about community, about growth, and about survival. It's about real people making real choices in a world that doesn't give out second chances easily. That's why episode 9 matters so much, because for some of these characters, this might be their last shot to do the right thing. Asterisk, now, we want to hear from you. Asterisk, what do you think is going to happen in episode 9? Asterisk, who do you think won't make it to the finale? Asterisk, do you trust Tiff? Will Papa lose himself or find a new path? Asterisk, is this finally the end for Douda? Or just the beginning of something even darker? Asterisk, drop your thoughts, theories, and predictions in the comments and don't hold back. The more wild, the better. And if you enjoyed this breakdown and want to stay ahead of every twist and turn in the Chi, make sure you like this video, share it with other Chi fans, asterisk, subscribe, and hit the bell so you don't miss the next breakdown, especially once episode 9 airs. Asterisk, we'll be back right after it drops with a full analysis, character deep dives, and more fan theories to keep the conversation going. Asterisk, until then, stay sharp. The Chi doesn't slow down. And neither should you. Asterisk, asterisk. Just when you think the game is set, BMF throws in a curveball. Episode 6 is expected to shake things up with new faces, hidden enemies, and power moves nobody saw coming. If there's one thing this series has taught us, it's that no one is ever safe, and loyalty doesn't always last forever. In the last few episodes, we've seen quiet characters start to rise, and small threats begin to grow. That's a clear sign that new players are being set up to play a bigger role and fast. These could be new lieutenants looking to climb the BMF ranks, or outsiders coming to challenge Meech's territory. Every time Meech levels up, someone wants to take him down. Episode 6 could be the point where a silent enemy finally steps out of the shadows. There's also been growing tension between the BMF crew and other rival organizations. Whether it's the return of a past enemy or the introduction of a new gang, Episode 6 is likely to bring a direct threat to BMF's control. These enemies aren't just random street guys, they're smart, strategic, and hungry for power. And while Meech might be ready to handle the pressure, one wrong move by someone in his circle could turn everything upside down. We also have to talk about the people inside BMF. There are cracks forming, and that's dangerous. When trust breaks down in an empire like this, betrayal is never far behind. Could one of Meech's closest allies be planning to flip? Could someone inside be feeding info to the cops or even to a rival crew? These are real possibilities that fans have started picking up on. And episode 6 may give us the first real sign of who can't be trusted. And then there's the big picture. The future of BMF. Every move they make is drawing more attention. Deals, flashier lifestyles, more heat from the cops. Episode 6 might show how their success is becoming a threat to their survival. As Meech and Terry build their empire, they're also building a target on their backs. Whether it's from jealous rivals, feed-up detectives, or their own bad choices, something big is coming, and it may hit when they least expect it. In this episode, fans should expect the unexpected, surprise alliances, secret plans, and maybe even the fall of someone who once seemed untouchable. This isn't just a setup for the rest of the season, could be a turning point for the entire show. BMF has always been about family, ambition, and control, but in episode 6, we may finally see what happens when those three things collide. So with all this tension, building, Meech expanding, Terry torn, Bryant closing in, and new enemies rising, episode 6 is shaping up to be one of the most explosive episodes of BMF season 4 yet. And here's the thing, based on how episode 5 ended, we might be heading straight into a major betrayal, a possible death, or a full-on war that could change everything. Asterisk, if the show continues following its usual release pattern, we expect episode 6 to drop this coming Friday on Stars. And trust me, fans are already buzzing with theories. Some believe someone in Meech's inner circle will turn on him. Others think Bryant might finally get the evidence he needs to make an arrest, but not without serious consequences. And there's even talk online that we might be seeing a new enemy step into the spotlight. Someone who's been watching from the sidelines all along. Asterisk, here's one bold prediction. By the end of episode 6, Either Meech or Terry will be forced to make a move that puts them at odds not with an enemy, but with each other. The pressure is just too much, and the choices they've made so far are leading them down different roads. Whether it's business, family, or loyalty, something's going to snap, and that might just be the beginning of the end for the BMF brothers as a team. Asterisk. Now we want to hear from you. Asterisk. Do you think Bryant finally catches a break? Asterisk. Will Terry walk away for good or get pulled back in? Asterisk. And who do you think is about to flip inside BMF? Asterisk. Drop your theories in the comments and let's talk about it. And if you're into breakdowns, fan theories, and real talk about BMF, make sure to like this video, subscribe, and hit that bell so you don't miss the next episode breakdown. Asterisk. Because trust me, if episode 6 goes down the way we think it will, it's going to change everything. Asterisk.